Hello everyone. Welcome back to the channel. Today I've decided that I would like to rank and share my opinions on every sprite that's currently in Fortnite right now. I'd also like to mention before we get into it that I play Fortnite pretty casually just to muck around and have fun, and I also play zero builds, so that will affect some sprites pretty heavily in the ranking. The main ranking criteria is basically their unique abilities and how different they are from the other sprites, and also just how they look. We have a total of 16 sprites to get through today, so we better get going with what I believe to be the worst sprite in the game right now. Alright, so I think that it is pretty undeniable that the worst sprite in the game right now is the Punk sprite. This guy takes till level 5 first off to actually be useful, and its ability is that it gives temporary infinite ammo of one type. And it's just incredibly niche. No one is ever using this. I don't see a situation where you're like, oh, I wish I had temporary infinite ammo of this weapon type. It just isn't happening. I don't know. I've never really found any use out of this, and yeah, that's why I think it's the worst in the game right now. Next up on the chopping block, I have got the Fire Sprite. On paper, its ability is really good, which is creating a fiery burst when you deal enough damage to an opponent. On the opponent, by the way. But I've never really had this thing damage an opponent, ever. I've never gotten any use out of this thing, really, and it just ends up hurting me more than it ends up hurting the enemies. The design is still cool too. I forgot to mention that for the Punk, but I like both of their designs, but they're just not enough to make them viable. Rightio, the next one's a bit of a weird one, but I think that the Water Sprite is the third worst in the game right now. First off, it has a very cute design, but its ability is just hard to get use out of. Its ability, if you don't know, is that when you're in water, it heals you and your squad, and it also makes you run faster in water, but it doesn't mention that. But that's just not really useful. I feel like the duck does the healing gimmick better, and the fishy does the water speed better. There's no real reason to take this thing in my opinion. Alright, so the next sprite that I have at number 13 is the Burnt Peanut. And I just feel like it's kind of useless. Again, it takes till level 5 to be useful, but once it does, it drops extra loot when you kill people. And it's just not really that good, and obviously, it looks quite disgusting. And it reminds me of the annoying orange, if anyone knows what that is. So yeah, I don't like it. It's as simple as that, I just don't like it. Next up at number 12, I have the King Sprite. First off, good design, and I acknowledge that this is a very good sprite in builds, but as I said in the intro, I'm a zero build player, so I just never really use this thing. I only take it when there's nothing else that's really useful to take. It's just, not for zero builds. And next up at number 11, we have the Aura Sprite, and it's just not really that useful. Its ability is that when you deal enough damage to a player, it gives you the new Shock Rock effect. But it only gives you one jump, not all three, and it just kind of makes it useless for me. Its design's good, but yeah, it's just not really worth taking in my opinion. At spot number 10, we have the Striker Sprite, and it's just really not that practical in my opinion. I like its goofy and squishy fat design, whatever you want to call it, but its ability, which is giving you overdrive when you wall scramble, mantle, or hurdle, isn't really that useful. I just feel like the effect runs out too quickly, and in turn, I just don't really want to take this thing half the time. I can definitely see the use cases of it, but I just don't really get those uses out of it. Next up at number 9, I have the Fishy Sprite. And I think this is just overall a solid sprite. Its design is pretty appealing and pretty funny, and its ability is that you swim faster when you're in water, and you also get increased movement speed when you're damaged enough. And I just feel like those are two pretty solid abilities. The water one isn't too useful, but being able to move faster when you've been damaged enough can make you get out of a fight easier, or win a fight by maneuvering around the player easier. And yeah, I just think it's pretty good. Next on the list, at number 8, I have got the duck sprite. And the design is just pretty funny to look at. And after the buff that happened in the first week of the season, I believe it was, it's a pretty good ability, which is that you get free shields whenever you emote or jam. And it's just, yeah, it's funny in squads when you and your friends are all just emoting in a bush. But it's also pretty practical because it means you don't have to always carry shields. Dashing in at number 7, I have the 0 point sprite. And first off, I think this is the best designed sprite in the game right now. I just love how cool it looks. And in zero builds, its ability is pretty good. It creates a shield bubble junior around you whenever you use a healing item. And yeah, that's just pretty solid. But the downside of it is that you're carrying the 0 point sprite. And I have written down in my notes that it's kind of like when you have a mythic or exotic in reload. The whole lobby just goes for you the moment they realise you have it, and obviously that makes it a little bit hard to use. The sprite in the number 6 spot that I have is the Dream Sprite. In my opinion, this is just a lot more practical than the Burnt Peanut, but I still think the Earth Sprite is better than this. Its ability is that it gives you a random item whenever you level it up, and just the random items are sometimes not really that usable. It's like, oh, okay, cool. I don't really need that. Also, I think its design is cute, but I wish that the pillow was white, because that would make it look a lot cuter. I feel like the grey is kind of weird, but I get why it's not white, because then it would basically just be like the Air Sprite. Creeping its way into number 5, we have the Grim Reaper Sprite. First off, as I usually start with, its design is just phenomenal. I love it. And its ability is also pretty good. It marks players when they do enough damage to you. I'm pretty sure that's the exact thing. And yeah, that's just useful in endgame. And it's pretty useful when someone snipes you but you don't know where it's from. But just like with the 0 point sprite, if people know you have a Grim Reaper, they're kind of going to target you. So we have to deduct points for that. Now entering the top 4, we're kicking it off with the Ghost Sprite. I think this guy's design is pretty sleek and just an overall nice design. And when I looked at this guy first on paper, its ability sounded really bad. It gives you the cloaking effect whenever you reload, and it kind of was bad at the start of the season, but they've also buffed it since then. And yeah, it's grown on me a lot, and I think it's actually pretty good now. Now in the top 3 with the bronze medal, I have the Demon Sprite. This is my second favourite by design. I just love all the cracks through its body, just like the 0 point sprite. I think it looks great. And its ability after the buff is pretty good, but I still kind of wish it gave more Siphon. That's its ability, by the way, just giving Siphon whenever you kill players. And yeah, it's just like cool. Like, it's not really that much. Like, it's 25 health or shield at level 5. Like, could it be a little bit more than that, please? The goober that is grabbing the second place silver medal today is the Earth Sprite. This guy is a rare sprite, but for my playstyle, which is just going around and opening sprite chests, it is the most useful for me. It can give things like business turrets, self-revives, 7 sliders, limitless 7 sliders, and just those things are always great to get your hands on in a game. And the design is a good adaptation of the original Earth Sprites from Chapter 6 in my opinion. Alrighty, a bit of a surprise here I feel like, but the sprite that I've got as the best in the game right now is the Boss Sprite. So first off, I like its design. It's just a nice, like, slick, clean design. I really enjoy it. And secondly, the ability of getting extra health and shields is just so useful. Like, even an extra 10 at level 1 is just pretty game-changing. I think that this sprite can just be useful in so many situations that it deserves to be at number 1. Because it can also negate things like some headshot snipes, some shotgun 1-pumps, and I've even seen it negate the mythic goldfish. It can't one-shot if you have the Boss Sprite. And yeah, I just think it's the best in the game right now. It's as simple as that. Alrighty, that's going to wrap it up for this video. I hope you've all enjoyed seeing my opinions, and I hope you didn't think they're completely outrageous. And if you want, let me know yours in the comments down below. As per usual, any form of support would be appreciated. A like, a sub, a share, or a comment. I don't really care, just please choose one. But with that said, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye!